Hi, third grade. We are back with part 2 of King Midas and the Golden Touch. The last we left off, we learned that King Midas has almost an obsession with gold, and King Midas had just left to go on a journey. Let's read on and find out what happens on this journey.
Scene 3. Storyteller. 1 week later, early in the morning, King Midas rides Rex through a forest. He is returning home from his journey. Traveler moans off stage. King Midas. Hark, someone is hurt. Traveler moans again. King Midas stops and looks around. Am I dreaming? Traveler moans louder. Rex neighs. King Midas, patting Rex. Calm down, Rex. Don't be alarmed. Traveler enters limping and falls to the ground. King Midas. What ails you, Traveler? Traveler. My leg. I fell off my horse. King Midas. You need help. My palace is just over the hill. Traveler. My horse ran away. King Midas. Then ride with me. King Midas and Traveler ride Rex together. Rex neighs. King Midas. Good boy, Rex. We're almost home. They exit.
What happens to the traveler? The traveler fell off his horse and hurt his leg. Then his horse ran away. How does the author show that King Midas is not just interested in gold? Well, we just read on this page that King Midas helps the hurt traveler. And on the previous page, we read that King Midas gives his daughter Marigold a rose, which he knows that she loves. So, based on King Midas's actions, I can tell that he doesn't just love gold, he's also kind to others. The author establishes that Midas loves gold, but the author also shows Midas's love for Marigold and his kindness in the way that he helps others. As I read along with the story, I make predictions about what I'm reading and I look for story details that help me to correct or confirm my thinking. I know that this is a myth as well as a play, and that in myths, characters are often rewarded for their deeds. I predict that King Midas will receive some type of reward for helping the hurt traveler. Let's read on and see if our prediction is correct.
Scene 4. Storyteller. Soon they arrive back at the rose garden. King Midas and Traveler dismount. King Midas. Here we are. I'll call my servant. Traveler. Wait. As a reward for your kindness to a poor traveler, I will grant you a wish. King Midas. You grant wishes? Traveler. Make a wish and see if it comes true. King Midas. Well, I love gold, so I wish that everything I touch turns to gold. Traveler. Your wish is granted. King Midas. Really? I'll try it on the stone Marigold gave me. He takes the heartstone out of his pocket. It turns to gold.
There is information on this page that we can use to correct or confirm the prediction that we made. I predicted that King Midas would receive a reward for his kindness, and we read that the traveler says, as a reward for your kindness to a poor traveler, I will grant you a wish. So King Midas is being rewarded by being granted a wish. This confirms my prediction. Here, we're asked to make another prediction. What do you think will happen when King Midas gets his wish? Do you predict that everything is going to go well with this wish, or do you think that there might be some trouble with this wish? I predict that Midas will be happy at first, but then he will realize that there are some things that he will not want to turn into gold. So I think there might be some trouble with this wish.
King Midas, "Incredible! This stone has turned to gold." He picks up a rose. It turns to gold. "Fantastic! This is gold, too. What a perfect gift for Marigold." Marigold off stage. "Papa will be home today, Rosie. We can watch for him over the garden wall." Marigold and Rosie enter. King Midas holds the rose out to Marigold. King Midas, "Look, my daughter, a gold rose for you." Marigold's happy smile turns to shocked surprise. Marigold, "Oh, Papa, how terrible!" She smells it. It doesn't smell sweet.
How does Marigold feel about the gold rose? Marigold says, "How terrible!" She thinks it's terrible that the rose has been turned to gold. What might her point of view tell you about the theme? Marigold's point of view is that gold doesn't make everything more valuable. Some things are valuable just the way they are. King Midas thinks that turning the rose into gold will make it better, but Marigold is sad because it no longer has its sweet smell.
King Midas, "Terrible? No, it is wonderful. I can turn everything to gold." He reaches out to take her hand. She freezes in place as if turned to gold. "Oh no, my precious daughter has turned to gold." Traveler, "As you wished. You said I wish everything I touch will turn to gold." King Midas, "But—" Traveler, "No buts. You wished, and your wish came true. You were so obsessed with gold that all you wanted was more." King Midas, he gives an anguished cry. "But now all I want is Marigold, alive again. I wish I could undo my foolish wish." Traveler, "I can see by your anguish that now you realize true wealth is not gold, but life. So I will grant you one more wish." King Midas, "I wish that everything I have turned to gold becomes real again." Traveler, "Your wish is granted. Fill that watering can with water from the pond. Pour it on all you wish to be real again." King Midas fills the watering can and pours water over Marigold. She comes back to life.
What happens when King Midas takes Marigold's hand? Marigold turns to gold. Let's check our prediction. What happened when King Midas got his wish? Well, we predicted that his wish wouldn't go as planned and that there might be some trouble with this wish. We predicted that he would be happy at first, but then things might not go quite as planned. And that's true. At first, he thinks it's wonderful that he can turn everything into gold. But then he says, "Oh no, my precious daughter has turned to gold." He's very upset and doesn't think turning things into gold is good anymore. This teaches King Midas a valuable lesson. He learns that life is more precious than gold. What can you tell about the traveler based on what he says to King Midas and what he does? I can tell that the traveler is wise because he wants King Midas to learn a lesson. He is also sympathetic because he is willing to grant King Midas another wish to fix all the wrong that he has done.
King Midas, "Oh, how wonderful! You're alive again." King Midas takes her hands and joyfully swings her around. Marigold, "What happened, Papa? Did I fall in the pond?" King Midas, laughing, "Oh no, my treasure. Come inside and dry off, and I will tell you the story." Marigold, "What story, Papa?" King Midas, "The story of how I learned that my obsession with gold almost cost me what is truly precious." He takes the heartstone out of his pocket and pours water over it. I never noticed before how beautiful a real stone is. He pours water over the gold rose and smells it. I never appreciated how sweet a rose smells.
What is the theme of this text? The theme is life is more precious than gold, and each living thing has its own value. King Midas learns to appreciate the natural beauty of a real stone and the sweet smell of roses. And most importantly, he learns just how precious marigold is.
Nicholas enters. Nicholas, breakfast is ready, Your Majesty. King Midas to Traveler, come, join us at breakfast. Traveler, thank you, but I must be on my way. My leg is better, and I have other wishes to grant. Farewell. He exits. King Midas, calling after him, farewell, and thank you. Marigold, thank you? For what, Papa? King Midas, for showing me what is more valuable than gold. At breakfast I will tell you the story of my foolish wish, and how you got wet without falling into the pond. King Midas takes Marigold's hand, and Marigold takes Rosie's hand. Marigold, Rosie, come with me to hear Papa's story. Storyteller, so ends the story of King Midas and the Golden Touch. All exit.
At the beginning of the story, we asked an essential question. The question was, how do you decide what is important? We can decide what is important by thinking about who and what we value and what makes our lives meaningful and happy. We're asked to summarize. It says, what happened at the end of the story? Tell the important details in order. At the end of the story, King Midas learned a valuable lesson and was given the opportunity to fix his mistake. Here are the important details in order. King Midas poured water on his daughter so that she would become alive again. He learned that there are things more valuable than gold. He thanked the traveler for teaching him this lesson, and he planned to tell Marigold the story at breakfast. All right, boys and girls, that's our story for today. I hope you've enjoyed the story, King Midas and the Golden Touch. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.